All right. Wow. We're already on to it. We're on to episode 12, folks. Okay. Um, we're on quite a journey. I'm on quite a journey. Like I said, I'm sort of going back musically in time and taking you along and showing you the musicians and songs that were very instrumental in my musical foundation, oftentimes my philosophical foundation as well. But just what it is that I love and where I've come from musically. I'm featuring a lot of different artists on this journey, but as you guys know, guitar is like the thing for me, right? That's the instrument of expression of choice when it comes to music. And I'll be getting back to the three main guitar players that were really instrumental for me, no pun intended. But here is a band, Jethro Tull, that goes beyond guitar, because Martin Barr was pretty cool. And by the way, Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath was on their first, he was their guitar player for their first and maybe second album, before he left and went and started Black Sabbath. And then Martin Barr came along and was with them forever. Now they've got someone else who actually has his own band, Albion, who I have been reacting to as well. So, anyways, Jethro Tull to me has and forever will be a little bit of an enigma. Okay, they're progressive in the sense that they do things differently. They're all over the place musically, within songs, within albums, from album to album. But they still have their signature sound, which is Ian Anderson and his voice, and of course his flute playing. But he does more than those two things as well. They are all of their members have been multi-faceted when it comes to music and being musicians that can play different instruments. And the creativity is just through the roof with this band. And there was a certain time when I discovered them. This was actually, I think the way I discovered them was when, and I've said I went to the Sam Goody, the local music shop that we had in the mall when I was a teenager. And I was getting the Rush cassette tapes, and I saw all those Rush cassette tapes. And not too far from that, I saw all these Jethro Tull, and I'm like, another band that just puts out, an album a day, it seems like. And I think it was the Original Masters, so one of their compilation albums that I got the first time, and I had a really nice sampling of different types of music, and I thought, oh my God, what is this? Well, long story short, I got into them, and I really, really enjoyed them. Certain eras, I actually, believe it or not, have not listened to. I don't know if I've listened to every single. I think there's a couple albums I missed, but I really ate up the stuff from probably 73 onward to like 89, somewhere around there. Especially the mid to later 70s. And my favorite album of theirs, Stormwatch. On that album, so many great songs. Orion is probably my favorite song off that album. Though it does not have Ian Anderson playing flute. Pardon me. It still is, I think, a very strong track. So strong that the last dog that I had was named Orion. And the dog that we had at the same time as him had named him Cygnus, going back to Rush's Cygnus X1 album. So yes, I named both my dogs after songs from two of my favorite bands. And so I'm going to share this one with you, and we're going to listen to it, and we're going to enjoy it, hopefully. Check out the description box below for Chords and Notes merch, ways to share, no, ways to follow me outside of the channel. I'm so sluggish in my head right now, sorry. It's been a long day. And ways to support the channel. I just check it out. Blah. The lighting's different. Got a little bit of a headache going on, so I don't want the bright light to pierce my brain. So if it looks, it's blue. It is blue. It's this color blue, and I matched it with my microphone. All right, are you guys ready? I'm ready. Orion. Okay, I love that drum part. That is so cool, where it's just like this rolling drums, this boom, boom. And you'll hear it throughout the song. Let's start over again, though. Look what I did. Look what I did.
Orion, light your light, come guide the open space. From the black horizon to the pillow where I lie. Your faithful dog shines bright, and it's a lot of miles.
Beautiful piano.
Heart twinkles as the world rolls by. So come on, singing about the cloudy cover. Step through the people, lost people in that sea. I know you're watching as the oceans by the station.
Love the strings.
Stuff just pulls on off that package, lying in the street. Orion, I want you to give me a stop sign. Orion, get out on the skyline. Orion, run my head and I feel rain. Orion, let's get the heavens steady wide. And silver shadows flicker across the closing beach. Sweet waiters lay down and pattered down the street. Their words was blowing on cold winds and darkest jealousy. Bright years might fade with each young heart it beats. Orion, won't you make it stop time? Orion, get out on the skyline. Orion, lay your love and I feel mine. Orion, let's set the heavens steady wide. And yonder shivered as they wait by lonely watchtowers. After the sacrifice, no one to take them home. The greasy bed sisters and make the late night lane for lost virginity 1,000 miles away.
my second. Whoa, that's coming next, by the way. That's the next episode. My second favorite song off of that album follows this song, and it's called Home. I actually have a part of that on my Instagram, Chords and Notes Instagram, on one of my reels. So go over there and check that out. I want to see more of you there. Get a lot of creepy fake profiles trying to follow me, so please request that follow, and if I do accept that, let me know that you found me here. So anyways, yeah, I mean, this is not like the song. Like, if you really wanted to hear a lot, especially with the flute, this is not the song. But this is my journey, and this is a song that's very special to me. And I loved the contrast between the verses and the chorus. The chorus was a little heavier, a little more ballsy, especially with the drums, and then the guitar chords being distorted, electric guitar, and then of course with the verses being acoustic, sung a little bit lighter, and then of course with the strings, which were probably synth strings, but still a very nice touch. And this is a band that is able to do what it wants at will, and will bring in so many different sounds and just create quality, high quality music. Do we call them progressive because of that? I mean, yeah, I guess they kind of are in that sense, but I've always just looked at Tull as Tull. I never really categorized them as any certain type of rock and roll music, because haven't always only done rock and roll. Their first couple of albums were like bluesy albums, and then they did have more traditional progressive, which is kind of a contradiction, but if you want to think about the progressive sound of the late 60s and early 70s, they had albums like that. Then they kind of went into their folk era, and this whole album, Stormwatch, is kind of like a maritime feel to it, and that's what I really like, that they could take each album and have like a sound that dominates the landscape based on what it is that they're creating, like Songs from the Wood, this woodsy outdoors type stuff, and all of their songs kind of reflect that. Here at Stormwatch, it's sea captain and storms, and it's got that maritime feel to it. And the only problem that I have is that a lot of the Tull videos that I've wanted to do have wound up getting blocked. So they're one of those bands that unfortunately I'm fighting that on. Now, if you're watching this on Rumble, you'll see it more than likely, because I'm not dealing with those copyright issues on Rumble like I am on YouTube. But, and I'm also using that as where I'm pulling the music off, because it's my playlist, right? That might help as well. So hopefully you guys are able to see this one. Okay, so that's it for this one. You kind of accidentally got to see what's coming next, but we're going there. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to read comments from you guys along the way. I've got one or two people one for sure who's commenting on just about every reaction that I do, every video on this journey. This journey's for you guys too, not just me. So I do want to hear from you. All right, I think that's it. We're going to move on. God bless you. Jesus loves you. Talk to you later.